posting on these big old worldwide forums, calling him out for being gay or something. And then he had all these dudes in his chat telling him, you know, we were all in there like, take your shirt off and all this stuff. They were like, that forum post wasn't lying, you know, and and he was getting mad pissed. He got so mad. Like, he was literally mad.
It's like insane. What's up, dude?
Months. I was like, I would have been happy if I'd been streaming a week and all of a sudden I got like 20 viewers. It was like, I didn't even think anything was happening. I was like, Kyle, when you go from like 2 to 20 viewers, instantly something's happening. I was like, that's how you know.
Shit's popping off, dude.
I think we got a lot of people playing PoE, man. Because our numbers are like mad light tonight, I'm telling you. Normally we'd be having like a full raid, be dropping boxes. And that's a Friday too. Like mad light tonight, I'm telling you. Damn it. Normally
I don't know how people still play that game. It got boring for me after like 2 years.
I like to come back. They release a lot of new content for that game. Come back once a year, there's always a lot of new shit to experience.
Even the new shit is the same old shit. I hate you know what killed it for me is when they added all the acts, like up to Act 10 or whatever the fuck it was. Then it's just more story bullshit I gotta go through to start that.
Well, you still had to go through the story bullshit before. You just did the same 3 acts 3 times over. Now you
Fine
do.
with that.
With that DPS.
I don't like the newer added acts, like there's aids. I prefer the first few.
Is somebody pulling? I mean, I don't mind if you are. I'm just wondering, how do we keep getting all these mods? It might just be roamers.
That was my bad. I took a peek. I'll stay back.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. I just didn't know where they were coming from. Yeah, I think what really gets me down about PoE is they kind of don't really have any multiplayer anymore. Like, you can't even progress your game in another friend's map or group. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there's like, you're hurting yourself, not even just grouping with your friends. It's kind of whack.
Steve, you're playing PoE.
Days when you go up to the Val Temple to fight the boss and there was nothing there, you push the portal and start back at the beginning. We played that shit back in the beta, like 2010 or 11 or something. They didn't even have another act or an act boss.
I'm not sure, BHG. I mean, I would believe anything that Captor says about PoE because this dude has played thousands and thousands of hours of PoE. This dude's gone nuts on PoE, man.
I ain't leading shit. After my WoW Classic experience, I never want to lead anything
You're at
ever
3.2K. Jesus.
What, did you lead a guild in WoW?
Yeah. That shit is so
Did you guys
painful,
kill
man.
shit?
Yeah. it was just real rough because you know you got all these people that are whiny as fuck and they won't even bring like consumables to the raids and stuff. I got to the point where I was like, all right, motherfuckers, none of you are raiding unless you bring consumables. I'm checking everybody's buffs. And we actually had people quit the guild because of that.
Yeah, those are the people
Later,
you just need
bitch.
to get rid of them.
Yep, that's what we did.
Those are the people you want to get rid of. I was in Cutie Pie's guild for a while, and they were the same way. They were like, "Oh, we're so casual."
I
They
know.
were like, "We're just a casual guild. We're not gonna require potions and stuff." I was like, "Well, so now we're a casual guild. Now we raid Molten Core every single night, and you know, bang our heads on the same boss. Only killed like 3 bosses because nobody would bring any pots." So, like, it's cool. I mean, you can say you're casual, but I mean, casual people need to still play the game properly. It doesn't just give you a right to not play the game, right?
Yep. When we were doing that shit, like,
Oh, here we go. Reagent Con 4. Who needs that? Mages use pearls. Wizards use shit.
Oh, for like wizard porting and fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
It's just a swap for when you use shit like summoning shit.
yeah, if you don't have a reagent con item, make sure you get one.
Yeah.
Like this.
What about the clerics?
Whoa.
Clerics need it too. But we don't have any clerics here. That's why Floaty. Or whoever the fuck that was. It sounded like Floaty. It is
I thought it was funny
He's
too.
so proud of the guy. You know?
That was floaty.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only one yelling at us all the time.
Yeah, the mages use pearls and shit for summoning pet weapons and crap.
Son of a bitch.
Retro Ty, you son of a bitch. What's up?
Wait, is
I'm just listening to What's Up? I'm listening to
I like to party.
IRL friend in Australia,
Alright, well,
Alaskan
go ahead.
Savage. He's doing some EverQuest stuff, but it's not really EverQuest.
No,
It
he has
just
one.
looks like EverQuest.
He has
It's blah blah
So we got 2
blah.
main rows.
Can't really expand on it, but that's what you're hearing in the background is also him. Looks like Shards of Dalaya. Shards of Dalaya.
You want me to pull the balcony or something?
Well,
so-
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's safe for me to pull. You gotta
That's
pull
what's
the
up.
balcony, right?
Is the stasis up?
But I like listening to him. They're funny.
Server?
They're a funny
Okay.
group.
I gotta grab the balcony.
Okay.
I'll link him if you want. Pew. Boom, bam. Check out his channel. I like his stuff, you know. I catch a glimpse. Chato.
Might need a tag though, because I'm not sure if everything comes or not. on the balcony.
Yeah.
Chato, man, with your like, I'm really in disbelief that you watch me that much. I'm third
'Cause I'm all the way
in
up
your
top.
list. Is that what that is?
You need me to come up top or?
Yeah.
Down? Oh, up
Bro.
top,
Yeah, I'll get slaughtered.
It gets me right here, man. It does. It kind of, I feel a little verklempt.
That's what it looked like up there.
No, I'm listening to Dance with the Dead.
So I am, yeah, man. That's,
Those, right?
you know,
I think I aggro.
I'm a small streamer. You know, I have like what? I think
All 3 of them running after
I
you.
may have 100 now. I may have 100.
There looks like there's 2 on dried and 1 on.
Hold on.
Yep.
No, I don't have 100. I had 99 followers. Now I have 97. So it's all good, you know. I don't think I'm ever gonna break that 100.
Alright, let's just,
113 hours. Holy shit! I don't think you've missed a stream, dude. That's how I feel. I don't think you've ever missed a stream. You're loyal. You're a loyal man. If I ever make it down to Georgia, I'll buy you a steak or whatever you want to eat. Really, I don't. Yeah. That is my gift to you.
Laying
So I'm kind of doing an experiment here. I'm gonna turn down Kevin for a second. Doing an experiment where I have an automated dialogue going, but I have 3 different people that are saying different things, you know? And I don't remember if this works. Do you guys remember if this works? I have no idea. Let's try it. And what I wanted to do was kind of create lore for this settler camp that's going on. So I'm just going to like type in one thing. So where did you find that? Did it get emailed to you or something? Was it just like you were was it just like a stats thing? I'm going to say Settler 8 for this guy. This is Settler 7. Oh, okay. All right. I haven't got my email yet. Oh, but you know what I did get today? I got my we appreciate you applying for this job, but we went with somebody else. I'd have to be. Or else. I'm kidding. I don't. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I got to remove these guys from talking, though. Having conversation. Default dialogue. Nope, that's not it. That's a website. Website. All right, save as. That's how I do. And also this other person. Check my email of my Twitch account. No. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to my email in private because I have private things. I don't even know my email for my Twitch account. It's got to be my professional email that I use for everything. Let me check. When did you get it? I got Uber Eats. Okay, I'd actually have no idea what my email is that I use. This one? Maybe? Yeah, leave that. That one didn't get any emails. Shit, dude, I don't even know what email I use. Where do I find that? Account settings. Yeah, 2020 Twitch recap. All right, yeah, I don't I have like 18 emails. So I have no idea where anything goes. And maybe I've gotten emails saying shit like, hey, man, you're about to be banned. Knock it off. And I don't know about it. Where would it be? Where would I find this? Who? Oh, damn it. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what my email thing is. Oh, there's an inbox. Oh, no, that's general settings. I'm sure I'm using the right email. I just what is it? Didn't get it yet. Maybe they don't have enough information. Maybe I don't watch enough people or something. I don't know. All right, let's test it out. Here's the truth. Test the truth of truth. If I could get her to talk to me. Hey, Settler 8, and that is Camp Settler Civilian. Let's see if she says it again. Settler 8. I think she is. I think this is the right one. Let's see what she says. Settler 8 and Settler 8. Okay, so, all right. So they all say the same thing. That was the test. That was the test. That's what I wanted to find out. It would have been cool, you know? If, let me do that. Let me just do that one. See what happens. If it's just generic. Okay. Settler 8. Settler 8. All right. Well, it doesn't work. Damn. It would have just been really nice and easy. You know what I mean? Like if you just set the speaker of who speaks this, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Just delete this, edit this. And I don't even think it matters anymore who I use because it's automated dialogue. It's just going to go to the whoever, you know what I mean? Boo, boo, boo. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. All right, so let's get this. So I just wanted to kind of set up lore for this village. Like I'm just going to say things like, hey, are you here to help us? You know, and maybe there's like doesn't need to be a really deep lore here, you know. Deep thoughts. You know, I had some deep thoughts in the car while I was driving. What I really should do is stream from the car because I have some stuff to say, man. I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. Now I'm here. Something seems off about these parts. I know that's from Skyrim. I don't know, man. Some of the stuff is like, I don't know if I have the courage to say the things. It's deeply personal stuff. I don't know. I got rejected, for the job that I didn't really care about anyways. But I did call up the digital video thing, and pretty much got a confirmation that I was passed on. And it didn't really bother me, and neither jobs really bothered me, because the more I thought about both jobs, the more I was like, I probably dodged a bullet. Probably, in all likeliness, I dodged a bullet. Because one, I wouldn't, the first job that I wanted, that I really wanted, I wouldn't see my family ever, because it's long hours, man, unless I was really good at the job, which I'm highly confident in it, but I don't know how, I don't know how I'd see my family, or you guys, or anything, It'd be 12-hour days, basically every day, following the governor around with a camera, so I don't know. And this other job, I just don't know if I want to spend all that time around, like, inmates and stuff. Yeah, and here I am. Somebody shoot me in the head. It's still streaming. No, I enjoy it. Guys. Don't misinterpret that. What else is what else can they say about their village? I have no real way of knowing. Second job was probation officer, and I really just and I didn't get it, and I'd be surprised if I did, because I didn't. I just kind of got it on a whim, I interviewed for it on a whim. It was not prepared for the interview at all. It was over the phone, which I thought, like, yeah. Interview is not a. I mean, getting the interview is not really a big deal. It's not really a problem. I apply for the jobs I'm confident that I'll get an interview for at least. But past that interview, and I'm 40 years old. I should be better at interviews. I should be better at talking to strangers than I am. I talk to you guys, but I'm also not being asked questions that are like, why do you want this job? And it's an easy question to answer, If somebody asks you, why do you want this job? You have to go with the obvious, and that was my mistake on both the times. Why do you want this job? And I was like, I said something stupid. I don't even remember what I said, but you should always state the obvious. It's not money. You applied, for the digital media specialist. I wanted the job because I wanted to support, I support what our governor does. I support what I said was, oh, well, this is, a good job, or it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, da 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 da. And it was all about me, right? And what I failed to mention was that I want the job because I support, our leader in this, and I want to help out the team, and I'm a good asset. I'm really good at this job, and I think I would be a valuable asset to the team, and I felt like, now retrospect, thinking of back, why I didn't say it was because it was kind of obvious, right? You would think, right? Hey, if I'm applying for this job, it's because these are the reasons I feel qualified. But you have to say those things too. You have to just say it from the get-go. SpaceX. Whoa. Well, you gotta call them. They're not gonna call you. You gotta call them. And it's same thing with probation. I'm a highly valuable asset. I would be, at least for the team, because I know a lot of things that they don't, and I'm kind of like the local expert within that group for a certain niche thing, and they call me up all the time about this thing, and they wouldn't have to go to my office where I am now. They could just ring me up somewhere else and not bother the office, the records office anymore, that kind of thing. So you got to really just state the obvious kind of things why you want a job like that. And I should really rewatch the stream if I ever reapply for something and that kind of sort of thing. And I need to keep in mind that I gotta, so you guys have been stuck on this stupid screen for a while here. Let me just close this down and save it, because now it's like real talk with Dima. Here, I'm just gonna zoom back in. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. So in school, that screen was nice. Okay, fine. Oh, fine. Jeez. Crap. Or do you mean the white screen, the completely white screen? It's just something interesting to look at so people understand what's going on. They're not like looking at a blank Word document. When in school, this was high school, this is middle school, well, not so much middle school, but high school and college. I was a B student, and B students are, you could probably classify people by what grade they get and what grade they strive to get. Like C students, they're bare minimum students who will do the bare minimum to pass a class. When we had an ABC fail system, so there was no D, there was none of that crap. It was ABC, and then you failed. Anything lower than that. GPA is fine. Well, I'm just saying like a classification as in like a psychology, like a psychological grouping, and I'll explain it. So C students are bare minimum folks, right? They're just like, yeah, I'll do whatever it takes to just get the hell out of this class. I'll do the bare minimum. Right, and then there is the B students like me. I'm a B student. I adapt and overcome. I don't like to really plan too much ahead for things. I don't plan for every little thing that can go wrong. I just kind of just roll the dice. I feel that I'm an intelligent person. I grasp things pretty easily. Or I understand the concept pretty easily. But I'm not like, oh, I'm going to do the bare. I'm not like that. I don't, I like to challenge myself, but I don't, my only thing is I don't plan ahead, and there's some things I don't need to plan ahead for, but some things you do need to, right? And A students do everything and above, right? And it doesn't matter if you get an A or an A plus, you're an A student, because it doesn't matter, right? You can go above and beyond doing that crap. So those are A students, they just plan for everything, for every little thing, and I feel like doing that is really exhausting. Every single with everything, so, and that's just my mentality. So I'm a B student. I'm not an uber achiever. I'm not a super achiever. I never liked being an overachiever or an A achiever. I just, I got my stuff. I got the outline. Cool. I'm going to do what I can. And if it's not good enough to be an A, all right, I'm not going to. A students, this is another thing about A students. They will try to fix their B up to an A. Like, what can I do to improve this? What can I do to get an A? What can I do? And that's my wife. That's my 4.0 GPA wife. And she will be just like, what can I do to improve this? Very overachiever. And it shows. She has never not got a job. Let's say every interview she's had, she's got a job. She got the job with every interview that she's ever had. Now, she's only had 3 jobs ever, right? But with every job, she nails it and blows it out of the water, right? So there's your A student right there. That's what they do, And she's had the same job. She's been a teacher for 10 years, so it's cool. Me, I've had 80 jobs in my life, No, not 80. I get jaded. I'm already 2 years into this job, past 2 years now, and I'm like, oh, when am I going to be done with this job? So that's just me. I bounce around. I have varying interests. And today I was thinking man, I should really just open up a recording studio for bands, like a musical recording studio, because I have the space, and I have the technology. Why not do that? And then I thought about it more, and I'm like, well, time. Do I really have the time? Do I really want to sit there and listen to a bunch of crappy bands trying to record their crappy song? And then I thought, well, maybe if I scout them out, but then again, the time, do I really want to go to all these places and listen to, these crappy bands, to these crappy songs, there's a couple, by chance that I run into, but it's still, I don't know. So there's that B student in me. I just kind of, whatever, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? If you think anything about that at all, I just, my wife, I'm sure, would have something to say about it all if she was here, but align update. Let's update these instances. So I thought I would like these rocks poking out, but I don't. So I'm just going to do that, and then I think I have them on a line normal. So flatten them out as much as I can and put them on the ground. Yeah, look at that. Some of them were floaties. Man. Yeah, and some of them were really big too. That's a problem. I don't like that. Oh, this actually needs to be just one. You're a C student? And yes, yes, school and work are different. And what I'm talking about is the mentality, just the mentality of it. They kind of intertwine a little bit. And just how, some people consider their jobs. Some people really don't give a crap about the quality of work that they, produce. I do. And that's I think that's where things start to kind of drift away from that. So when I'm at work, I really do try my best, to do precise accurate work. I do miss things, because there's a lot up here that I got to remember. There's a lot of rules that I got to keep in my mind that I rarely use, but I still have to know them all because, every instance, every case file changes, Yeah. And so, and that's that. Yeah. And I think that's where things, kind of shift is, that does not like to align normal with the slopes. Oh, well, I already kind of knew that anyways. Actually, I don't really need those rocks down there, to be honest. And I could just put in other rocks. And I like my job. I like I like some portions of my job. And I'm really good at it. I feel like I'm really good at it. I'm not terrible at it. I'm there's other people around me that are just not as good. But that's me, again, being super confident about what I do. And that would be my downfall. Anyways, overconfident. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just blathering about bullshit. But I do my best at my job. I try to do my best at my job. I try to be pretty meticulous about it. But my B student always comes out, and there's always something that I miss, which I'm not surprised, and that's just the way it is. I was asked to have goals set up, 3 goals or something, and I'm like, I don't have any goals here. I've reached the cap of promotion. There's nothing more that you can do for me here. I don't have goals. I don't. To not have this job, I guess, is one of them. Maybe to have a better job somewhere else. That's a goal, right? I'm full of contradictions. You're like, well, you just said you like your job. I do. I like the job, but I would also like something better. School sucks. Yeah, and complacency. Yeah, what are you gonna do, right? I'm kind of feeling that too a little bit at where I am. Do I want to get a new, into another position where I have to learn a bunch more stuff, or because and I'd have to forget everything that I already know. But do I really want to forget everything that I want to know because I'd be a good asset? No, that kind of thing. So I don't know yet, man. Maybe I'll just resign and just do the whole music scene thing, because I am a recording artist myself, so I'd like to produce other people's work now, because I don't really perform anymore. I haven't done a live show in 7 years or some crap. So it's just that'd be nice to also just not put in that effort anymore. And I'm really good at that part. I actually really like recording other people. I recorded a couple of people in the prior years, and I really did enjoy that. But again, I'm just thinking about that loop. Like, you're stuck in that cycle of doing that same thing over and over again. But I don't know. I mean, there's always new people coming out with new creative things, and that might be the most rewarding job ever. Yeah, and that's the other thing is, like, if you're comfortable and no one's complaining about you, and that's the other thing is, like, are you getting good feedback? Are people like, are your bosses, are they like, yep, doing good, keep it up, or are they like, hey, listen, you are starting to suck balls at this, and you need to, not in those words, but you know what I mean? Like, they're, are they complaining, or are they just fine with what you're doing? That kind of thing. So, I hope they don't say that you suck balls, because that's HR problem. That's an HR nightmare. Sucking those balls. That's another reason I probably didn't get the digital specialist job, is they watched one of my streams. They're like, oh, this guy. Nope. Who knows? Just making up a bunch of shit. What do I know? That's the only time you have to go to work, huh? Yeah. So I had an idea. You working from home forever? That's nice. I mean, why not, right? If it gets the job done, you get to hang out in your underwear and do your job as long as it gets done. I like that mentality, to be honest. If I could do my job from home, I would. I'd love to. Yeah, you watch TV, whatever you want, I had an idea, another idea that I really wanted to do, and this is my do what I want. So I was in the Marine Corps, and I got a couple of buddies that work with me. They were also in the Marine Corps, and we're talking about our experiences and stuff, and I was in the reserves, and I had my regrets about it. And if any of your friends, by the way, are like, oh, I want to join the reserves, go ahead and point them my way. I will talk them out of it. It was a terrible idea. If any of you watching are like, I want to go to the military and into the reserves, don't do it. You'll have a terrible time. If go to the fleet, go active duty, you'll have a much better time with that, because reserves is terrible. You'll be homeless. You won't have any. They say you can't discriminate against military personnel for having jobs that they have. You can't discriminate, but it happens all the time. As soon as you mention, I'm in the reserves, they'll say, okay, great, perfect. We love reserves, and then they'll never call you back. And you can't prove that it was discriminatory, or something, but everybody's going to always say, oh, well, they weren't qualified enough or something like that. Some garbage. They'll make up some garbage, but it's hard to schedule somebody that's in the reserves. So you're going to get into that. And so you're not going to get paid as much as you think you are. You're going to have to do more drills than you think you do. It's just not worth it. Go active duty and just do your thing there. So I did not have a good time, as far as the reserve side went. Now, when I was training and in school and that was active duty kind of style stuff, I loved it. It was awesome. I loved it. It was my jam. And I didn't know I'd love it. That's the other thing, is you don't know that you'll like things. And I was an administrative clerk. So active duty is your day job, man. It's Monday through Friday, or depending on what MOS you have, depending on what the job is. It's Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4, I think. I don't remember the schedule, but it's a job. It's a Monday through Friday job. It's a job. Reserves is 2 weekends a month. So they say 2 weekends a month, 2 weeks a year, and 2 weeks a year. Okay. So that's the other caveat. There's 2 weeks out of that year you have to be at training. Like, you're not available for a job, right? A normal job, they can't. That's like, whoa. We already given you, time off for monthlies. Now you have 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's really weird. Unless you work for the Department of Corrections, they love that kind of stuff. They love it. That's the only job where they'll be like, hell yeah, boy, But anywhere else, like a regular private sector, no bueno, So that's the downside, and you don't get medical insurance with the reserves. You could pay into your GI Bill just like in active duty, but you have to pay into it, and you have to be in for 6 years, and you have to actually actively say, okay, let's start payment, and your check will reduce considerably. It sucks. It's not a good deal. It's a good deal for like older, people who have a job already, but it's not good for young people to go into that. Let's see what else. Go active duty. Anyways, so the point of this whole thing was I had a very different military experience, and this is like 20 years ago, by the way, 20 years ago. The guy I was talking to, he's a probation officer. He just got out like 5 years ago or something like that. He's very fresh Marine Corps Marine, right? And so he had a completely different experience. He served, in DC as, he's a guard there. He just completely different. He was a Yankee, doodle. And he, he's more like, it was a very professional thing. They had security detail, that kind of thing, embassy duty. And he had a different experience, and he was like, oh yeah, man, I always wanted to do parachute jumping or free, skydiving. And I'm like, oh shit, I did that, because the unit that I was in was recon. And so they're just like, hey, you want to go to recon school or the MC5 course, and I'm like, okay. Not recon school. Recon schools, I wouldn't be doing that. MC5 course, it's a parachute course, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll go, whatever. And so we jumped out of planes, and which was fun until somebody, like, I have stories about that. But anyway, so he was like, oh man, I'm jealous, I never got to do that. And I'm like, yeah, well, I never got to do what you're doing. And he got to shoot all sorts of guns, and I'm like, oh dude, that's amazing. So and then he has a wife, he's married to a Marine also. She had a completely different experience too, because it's from a female perspective, right? And women, and I don't want to say this for all women, but in the Marine Corps, women are treated pretty bad. And I don't know for everybody, but the women that were in my unit were just harassed nonstop, because you got to understand, the people that join the Marine Corps are it's half and half. There's some smart guys in there, and there's a lot of dumb guys in there, and a lot of like guerrilla, super alpha, and they're just super dumb and just like, ugh. So, it's really tough for women, in the military, in the Marine Corps. Some of them love it. Some love that experience, but there's a lot of harassment going on that nobody talks about. Nobody really says anything about it. So they have a different experience too. So I was thinking like, man, it'd be awesome because there's a lot of Marines just kind of scattered everywhere. I really want to get like some of the older Marine Corps guys and just interview them and just have like let's have a sit down. Tell me about your experience in the Marine Corps. What was yours like? And I want all of it. I want negatives, positives. I want all of it. Every type of discharge there was. Honorable, other than honorable, just everything. That I'll even take dishonorable. I don't give a shit. Oh, I went and punched my commanding officer. Crazy, great. Tell me that story. I'd love that. I think that'd be awesome. That's what I'd like to do. And then release it on Netflix and retire. That's what I'd like to do. But that, that's my personal interest. There's let's go. Exactly. But that takes funding. I ran it by my wife and she's like, how are you going to pay for it? And I'm like, I guess I'll work. I was about to pick up the camera that I'm showing you this and show you the camera that I'm using, but yeah, I'll have to do it online here. This is what I got right here. This is how quality my stream is. This is what you're seeing it through, is this camera. I like this camera. By the way, if anybody, this is a really reasonable price, by the way, for a camera. I would go with not the 180, but the 250, I believe, is the better of the HM250. Oops. Let's see if that's if you are considering getting a camera for something, splurge. Go ahead and splurge up, on if you even want this camera. It's $1,800. It's got more features, substantially better features. You could live stream directly from the camera, which is awesome. There is even another JVC where the lens comes off and you got you can put on, I think it's compatible with like Canon, or maybe I think it's maybe 1/3. I don't remember, micro 1/3 or mini 1/3. I forgot what the camera lenses are, but it's a good camera. It's a really great camera. The reason I like this camera is you see those two rings. It's got a focus ring and a zoom ring, and I love that. It's not you could control that zoom, without the rockers. I love that. And then if you notice down here, there's a little tiny dial type thing that you could turn. That's the white balance. That's this little guy right here. I could make it bright or dark or whatever. Not the white balance. Sorry, the aperture. No, the f-stop. Yeah, it's controlling the f-stop right now. So it's really nice. I love it. I love this camera. I take this thing out like to nature hikes and stuff. There's also a nice little shutter speed adjuster down here, which if like you want like high action, somebody's running through the dirt and you want to see each speck of dirt going through, you increase that shutter speed so you could see it, better. And if you want something like a flowing river, you reduce that shutter speed. This records 4K at 30 frames a second. You could do cinema 24p if you want, but it's awesome. I love this camera. And I'm not paid. This isn't like a paid promotion. I'm just telling you, this is a good ass camera for the price, right? 4K, full 4K. It's awesome. There's some, there's some better ones out there. There's obviously, I've seen there's better ones out there, but they're like $10,000. And the one I want, the one I really want, is considerably steeper on the price. And that's not even the category. What the hell am I looking at over here? Pro Video? Yeah, let's go to the Studio and EFP cameras. I don't know how big you guys are into cameras or not, but like there is like some cool like Black Magic cameras. I like those a lot. So yeah, you're seeing that price mark, $24,000. Those are some good stuff there. You don't know anything. You're just looking at this going like, what the hell are we doing here? Are we modding? What are we doing? What am I looking at this for? I don't give a shit. Cineline, you could look at the Cineline cameras, the Cine cameras, and that's where you're going to see the full frame, like Sony, just the box, nothing no lenses attached, that kind of thing. You're going to see the red cinema stuff, the Black Magics, which are nice cameras. But this is for like cinema stuff, kind of. You could probably rent from somewhere, but I would just use my JVC for everything. I would just use that. I mean, I've made stuff with it already, and it looks just fine. And I could probably upgrade, but I don't want to spend that much money. It's for a project that may or may not even work. I think this was the one I was looking at that I was like, yeah, that would be great. I think this Sony was the one. It's got a dual yeah, I think this is it. It's got this is a nice camera right here. 6K sensor. This is nice. This is a good camera. There is the GoPros, the new GoPros, MK2 bra. Is that what you have? Do you have that? The Canon 5D? Nice. I got a GoPro, and I'm actually really impressed with the frame rate on that thing. So it could record 1080p. I don't want a red. See, I messed around with a red, and I just don't like it. I just don't want a red, and they're overpriced, for what they are. I was looking at some of the field cameras that they're for like news cameras, and man, you're ready to drop some money. Oof. That's some money. Honey. Yeah, I don't know about a red though. It's too much money. And like I feel like it's really fragile. Like there's a lot of little tiny sticks that poke out, and you just like if you bang it the right way, it'll just pop off. Oh shit, there's my red. It's a lot of money. Yeah, that's another reason I like my the JVC is it'll take a beating, and I'm not like I don't feel bad about it. It's a really good camera to like just throw a hook up on your shoulder and let's go. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this stupid villagers. So okay, Chatto. Chatto. All right, here we go. Okay, it works, so that's good enough. Let's get into that stats editor, huh? Yeah, my boy. Stats, character. Okay. So I made 2 stats, and I kind of just like, I don't know how to. POS general, ranged, and melee, and that's kind of how I grouped them. One of them is for ranged, and one of them is for melee, and I gave them everything. So like everything that's ranged. So if they have, for the melee, they have two single-handed, two-handed, dual wield. You know, I also that's the same thing for ranged as well. The dual wield for the wands, and then ranged, and then like leadership. You know, so you could, I don't know if you could see clearly, but like, oh, why is rogue lore up top? That should be in the bottom here. It should be down here. Rogue lore. So ranger lore, fire specialist. I give him fire specialist because that's more ranged, I think, you know. Water specialist, I feel like it's more melee. No, these are just, they're my two groups of enemies, right? So one is ranged for ranged enemies, one is for melee enemies. And that's kind of where I went with. And so I don't know if I want to have like a like the apparent, maybe make these apparent or not, and then kind of start splitting them off of that. But I'm not really positive on how parenting works. So you have, let's say, let's just make this, copy this, copy, paste, nope. Or did that do it? Maybe that didn't. Right? Did that make? Okay, it did. Okay. So let's, you know, I don't know. So that's the parent, right? And so we make a new one. Test. Put in the parent. All right. And so like when I want to adjust the strengths, right? It's already parenting off of this POS ranged. So it's already taken these stats. Now, am I overriding with this or am I adding to? So it overwrites. Okay. But anything that's left blank, it keeps. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's where the confusion was. And I'm not really sure how these numbers work. You know, it says enter value 0 to 10 range. Code will turn it into level appropriate amount of attributes. 10 is roughly the amount that a dedicated player can gather at that level. Which I don't know what that means. You know. And then I thought I had critical chance figured out, but apparently I didn't because I had my critical chance all screwed up. So I had critical chance on Xenos. I had it at 4, and it gave him like a 100% critical or something like that. You know, he was just throwing down those criticals like crazy, you know. So I'm not really sure how these numbers play, and I don't know if it's a percentage or what kind of value it is. And I thought they were pretty low, you know, because it's up to 100, and I'm not seeing. Yeah, no. All right. So I'll just do it on a test. Like, no, I'll do it with this melee guy because I got some melees already set up. So like, let's do 10 for this guy. Oh, you do it on the weapon. Okay. See, I don't want to create all the weapons, custom weapons. I don't want to do that. I want to just, you know, have them kind of inherit stuff. All right, let's see what this 10 does. And let's go over here to these guys. I'm going to level him up because he needs that lore. high enough lore to see. Where is it? Oh, does he even can he even see lore through Lore Master? So anybody that's got basically a dagger. All right. So, and this is accurate. This is all good. And this actually varies a little tiny bit. I think basically because of how what they're wearing, which I like that. Let's see. Does it have crit chance? Chance to block 0%. I don't know where that's adjusted. Leadership, perseverance. So I gave them these skills, you know, but they might not necessarily have these skills, you know. They just have the numbers in there. So I don't know if it works or not. Oh, I guess it doesn't have a critical hit chance. I thought it did. I thought you could read that. Maybe I'm not high enough roll or lore. Chance to hit you. 100%. Great. So that needs to be reduced. Because they need a chance to miss. Yeah, I don't see a chance of critical. Maybe again, my lore is not high enough. All right, so where is my chance to hit? Yeah. And I thought that's what I had it on. And I may have reduced it even. Vitality 100. Magic. We do. Yabba dabba do. Maybe it's further down. Maybe I am. Okay, here it is. Accuracy. Yeah, I got it at 95 with a dodge of 5. So I don't know why they're not, you know, why it's that way. But maybe it's because I had that critical chance or whatever at 10. Maybe it added to the thing. Maybe it added to the percentage value. What do you think? I got to lean back. I'm just surprised that the dodge and percent value, isn't carrying over. Maybe it's the armor too. Does armor increase, things? And maybe it's also these things that I put in, like summoning and like all these other little things like ranged lore or warrior lore. Does that give a boost in dodging things, and hitting things? Maybe it does. Maybe I should just keep this as a base. Because I do need to change how they are. I do need to change, their stuff. And I feel like maybe this is too extreme, and I made it too hard. And fighting these guys would be like really impossible and sucks. So I don't know, maybe not. Look at that. This guy's only got a 76% chance to hit me. All right, and that's this guy. Let's check out. So that's good news. That's good news. So yeah, okay. There, it looks like that's what's going on. Is it's their there. We'll just have it at 92 for that guy. What the heck, man? There. Now where's he at? Okay, 81. Okay, that's better. All of them are going to have absorb health from hits. And why? Why is that? Okay, so there's +2 dodging and +3 to all resistances. Restores 5 armor. Oh, Necromancer. Necro, yes. Okay, I did not know that. Great. Damn it. Yeah, they're gonna be super tough. They're gonna be so hard. Nah, I'm gonna fix that. All right, so maybe I should have a third one for casters. You know, so we have the melees, and we have the POS general casters. All right. All right, let's just change how they are. Okay, so delete some of this other stuff here. Okay. Delete that. Sorceries. Earth Specialist, Necromancy, Polymorph, Summoning. Yeah, I feel like I'm not good at this kind of thing, so it's all good. Fire resistances. You think that they should have like kind of a good... What the hell, man? What are they... Come back down here, brah. Messing with me. Just give me warfare. All 0. You should... All the resistance is 0. It's probably a good idea because they're going to be like impossible to kill. At 20% at least. That's a pretty high percentage value. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like, at least I want the magic people to oof. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And that's, you know, again, like I'm torn. So like this, okay, so piercing resistance, physical resistances. I gave him some of this too, but maybe I should not have that as well. Because I gave it to these guys. I gave it to my NPCs, all their little things, you know. I'll have my casters have super hearing. Well, no, maybe these should be 0. I don't know. And I'll just like override them for each particular thing. But then why do they have general, like, you know, thing like elementalist or caster, you know, things like that? Like, just I think they do, and I'm just wasting my time. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I want them to kind of like vary a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they already have, I'm pretty sure they already have like caster strong and, you know, things like that. And melee. But those are all parents, you know. But if like we go down here, I think there's even general, like Gen right here. Just all these guys, you know. Generic caster. Generic melee, you know, generic purged, ranger, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I mean, I'm also kind of just looking at the gens here, and they're fine. They do exactly what they're supposed to. Human ranger, human fighter. And they start them out at 5, level 5, but I have them overridden, you know, as something else. So, I don't know. $85 vitality, damn. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because this is just wasting time. This is just like, why do I need to recreate all this if it's already in there? You know what I mean? So we'll just do that. Reassign everybody. Kaplow. So like the archers, they're definitely like, you know, rangers, generic rangers. Stats. Generic ranger. Set. Bandits. Generic bandits. Or, I don't know what they are. Like this guy, what is he? He's a spearman. What the hell is a spearman? What is, you know, what would that be? Generic melee. How about that, huh? I didn't know that was possible. That's really nice. Look at you go. I had no idea that was something that you could do. What is this guy? One-handed? Some melee dude? Is that what I had? Let's just make him a tank. No, let's make him that. The more you know. Generic melee. I mean, that is really helpful. We'll see how it goes. Let's do this guy. Well, is he missing a shoe, man? Mother father. All right. Yeah, super helpful. Did not know that. Okay, examine him. Oh, so he's got resistances too. Probably from the armor though. No, just because. All right, he's got physical. Good, that's not bad. 19 strength though. Holy shit. Yeah, he does decent amount of damage. Chance to hit 81. It's not bad, not bad. And he doesn't have any weird stuff. In addition, initiative 17. Is that good or bad? Move up in turn order. Oh, okay. That's good. This guy's rocking some socks, man. He's a badass. All right, who are we on? That guy. Next. Ooh, this guy. See, like this guy, though, would be a tank, right? Right? He doesn't even have armor on. Bastard. This guy does, though. He's also a tank. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. This might not go well at all. Tank. And then Garrosh, he's got his own thing going on, which I don't know. He's a unique one. He's the unique guy. And maybe I'll give him the generic tank for RC, Reaper's Coast, because I feel like that's a little tougher, right? Because it's further in the chapter. I don't know. Oh, I thought she was naked for a second. What is she doing? Oh, she's sitting. All right. So she is more like, I can kind of see where this kind of sucks because she's got dual things and she doesn't have a thing. What are those guys called? Rogues? I don't know, man. I'm starting to think you're right. I gotta create my own stuff because there's not a generic everything for everything, And I think that's because there's a guy that's got a two-handed weapon. He's got to be spec'd out for two-handed. There's a guy. Do you have I mean, just give it to me, man. I don't want to do this shit. This takes a long time. Spreadsheets, man. All right, let's create a base. POS boost. All right, strength. I don't know. What is this one? Do I even need a base? Here's what you can do. What can you do? What can you do? Like, I'll pay you money to just do this for me. Oh, base is like 22212. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Vitality at 100, magic points 3. All that, huh? Oh, let's look at that. Oh, and can you then import it into this? Yeah, send away. Share it with the community, the Divinity Engine 2, if you don't mind. Oh, okay. That's a lot easier. I like Excel because it's a lot faster. It's just a lot faster to work with. I work with Excel daily. And that's another thing I'm really good at is Excel. See, at work, people don't even know how amazing. Get rid of this thing. Remove stat. And it's so like, glitchy. Not glitchy, but it judders. So just a lot easier. And I could do that on my computer in the living room. We could just do that stuff. So okay. So did you make that Excel spreadsheet? Is that what you did? You just made the Excel spreadsheet yourself? That's a good idea. Let me see what I have. Oh, I have Open Office. I don't have Excel. I have Open Office. I wonder, though, where's my Open Office? And I believe it's Calc. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Let's just open this up. Ooh, oh my. Oh. Bruh. Okay. Look at that. You just copy paste it, man. There you go. Nope. Well. It did. I got it. It's all good. Look at that. It even... No, it didn't convert to tooltips. That would be awesome. All right. So we need like I don't know how many do you think we should have? POS. Let's have that first. POS. Ranger. POS. One-handed. Two-handed. POS. Ranger. Nope, already have Ranger. Rogue. POS. Go to the column path influence. Yeah, way over here. It's all in the same thing right here. It's just showing on this thing. It's not per column. It's just in this cell itself. I don't have any files. I don't see any files sent to me. Brav. Oh, it's in main chat. Let's open it up. Why is your path of influence way over there? Like, or it's really close by, whereas mine is not. Mine is like after traits. Is that how it is here? So I thought it was like the second. Yeah, here it is, CB. Really? What's the flags? What is that? What does that do? These are all, this is all inside of, okay, this is all inside of the thing already. I gotta pee. Be right back. Okay. So why is this 21, 11, 6, 11? I mean, this is like, these are really high numbers. So what's up with that? Huh. Example strength in the for 2 is actually 21. If you enter 2 in the CSV file, it will be changed. That's how they did it in their XML files. Huh. Yeah, that was the first thing I really noticed is that. So I wonder why, though, there's a 1 there. You know, it's not a complete like straight across thing. So maybe that 1 is delineates something. I don't know. Delineator. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can I freeze this? I need to freeze that. Freeze, please. No? How do I freeze it? There we go. Okay. Huh. I don't even know what the flags are, so it's I'm not going to use them. So you just added on to this, or how did you do it? How did you get your custom stats going? Did you add on to this, or does it matter if I keep this, or can I just delete it? No, I'll just add on to this one. I don't need to work off of this. Doesn't matter. I'll just work off of this one. That's what you want, right? Methinks. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just enter like a couple in here, especially ones that are missing. So like, I don't know, I'll copy a bunch of these because the generic ones work. They work. They just need to add. There just needs to be more. Where are the generics? There they are. There just needs to be more of them. There's not enough, you know. Like Ranger Fighter, great, but I'll probably copy them and then adjust them as I need, like for two-handed and stuff like that. Oh. I wonder how they did that. I wonder how they did the randomness, or you know, kind of the random armor finds, if they're random at all. Maybe they predefined them all. You know what I mean? Or did they have a script that, you know, choose a number? Oh, it's with boost. So what does the boost mean? What is that exactly? Like if you type in 2 or 25, or, you know, what does that do exactly? Okay. Because I was just, you know, I was looking at some of the weapons and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, how do they even come up with the names, you know? Okay, got it. I'm very interested in how they did that. I guess it's kind of a weird thing. Whoa, am I still streaming or there's a network error? Oh, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Wow. Well, I'm gonna work on this off time because I definitely would fall asleep to this bullshit if I streamed it. And I like talking to you guys. The one person that talks to me, the two people. At any rate, I'll catch you later. Maybe I should start streaming some games to reel some people in and then do a bait and switch. Like, all right, we'll be modding today. You know, I don't know. Maybe that would work. Maybe it wouldn't. Who the hell knows? I'm done for today. I'll see you later. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.